Hello, well, this is my first YouTube video. It could be also my last, depending on how things go. I don't have a script, I'm just me, and the idea of these YouTube videos, if I make more than one, is just talk about general life. You know, we're in this lockdown at the moment. Well, I wouldn't say a lockdown, we're in this pandemic. Some parts of the country are in lockdown, others aren't quite so, and it's just an awful time for everyone at the moment. And I suppose I wanted to make these YouTube videos to tell you a bit about me, about my life. I've had some fun growing up. God, there's some of the stories I could tell you. But I want to talk about general things as well, you know, things that are in the news. Talk about other interesting stuff, you know. Imagine you're going out, you know, with your mate or something, and you might just catch up on a bit of gossip or something, you know, and then talk about general things. Or you can imagine a first date, can you? You know, it's just those sort of conversations where you're getting to know each other and that sort of thing. You talk about life. You know, we're all in this life. We all started the same way. You know, we all grew up, school, work, you know, and that's how it is. So, I was born in Colchester. I don't live there anymore. I live in the East Midlands. I was born in a home. Well, a home. It was our home. It wasn't a home. It was owned by mum and dad, as far as I know. So yeah, I was born in a house, our home that we lived in. I think it's just purely because my mum couldn't be bothered to go to the hospital. You know, it was 3 miles down the road. I mean, it wasn't far, was it? You know, so, but you know, she just thought, sorry, yeah, we're having there, you know. So I don't think it's made a difference to my well-being though. I think, you know, I got all my arms and legs and fingers and things. I've counted them all a few times now, but I seem all right for having been born at home. And it's interesting, isn't it, when you think about those days in the 70s. And I don't know if it's stopped or not. I mean, I've not heard of anyone else being born at home. But you know, all my kids were. God, it sounds like a football team, doesn't it? My kids were born in hospitals. 2 of them, same one. I got married, divorced, remarried, and I've now got a little girl who's just a year and 2 months, which I'll tell you all about. I'm sure she's out at the moment. She's well, not for her. That'll be wrong, wouldn't it? But she's gone with her mum. They've gone out and see Nanny, as you do. And all under COVID precautions. So, and when she's home, you see her on quickly introduce you. You know, she can't say much, so you just got to bear with her. She's got to dada, mama, and baby. About the 3 words I can do. So she'll pass me with the English language. So yeah, I forgot where I was. It was something about being born at home. Yeah, my kids were born in hospitals. So yeah, and I saw them all born, apart from one. I only being because I was there, but I was just about to pass out, and it was the middle one. But I won't talk about those 2. They're older, just in case they're watching. I'm sure they like my permission to talk about them. So, sorry, they're like. I'd like their permission to talk about them. Wrong way around. But I can talk about my little girl. So yeah, I've got a boy and another daughter, and they're in their 20s, so they're all grown up. All, you know, they ring up, you know, when they need a bit of money, sort of thing. But also make card on Father's Day. You know, usually it's a few days late. You know, whose isn't? I don't think anyone else's, but mine are usually, if it's Father's Day or my birthday, I expect the cards from them to be 2 or 3 days late. Sometimes it's been a week, sometimes it's been a month, sometimes it's been not at all. But, well, when I mean not at all, it may be still on its way. My daughter did say she posted me a birthday card, and I haven't seen it, so I don't know where it is. It's still on the way here, probably. So there's loads of East Midlands places around the world in there, I'm sure there is. And we can't be the only place called East Midlands in the country, in the world. So, yeah. So, yeah, I was born in Colchester. So, I kind of class myself as a Towie. I know what you're thinking. He doesn't look like a Towie. No. Probably looks more like a towel. Yeah. Hairy towel. Yeah. I need to shave. Yeah. I tend to have a little bit of I don't know. I'm prone to saying things wrong. So if I say things wrong, I'm sorry. Sometimes I use the wrong word, or not rude words, but just that's my life. So yeah. Yeah, so born in Colchester, we moved away. I'm not quite sure when. About 2 years after I was born, something like that. We moved to Tilehurst, which, as you're googling it now, I can tell you, it's near Reading. Very close to Reading, in Berkshire. And then I went to primary school there, spent a year there. And then my mum and dad moved to a place in Buckinghamshire called Gerrards Cross, and I went to primary school there and finished my education off in Gerrards Cross. So, but yeah, I've had it was an interesting education, I suppose. I was born in 1971, so I kind of class myself. It's funny, isn't it? You don't call you. Well, I don't class myself as a 70s child, because I didn't really grow up in the 70s. I grew up in the 80s. So I call myself an 80s child, but I was born in the 70s. So I'm a 70s child because I was born there. But when your brain starts kicking in with all these, interest, it's more 80s, isn't it? Kicking in late 70s, 80s sort of thing if you're born there. You're about, I don't know, maths wasn't my sort of 9, 10. And yeah. So yeah, I love the 80s. I love the 80s. Who doesn't love the 80s? What is it about the 80s? And sorry, I go off on tangents, so you have to bear with me. I'll come back to stuff later on. But yeah, who doesn't love the 80s? God, all that makeup on those guys and stuff is like Duran Duran and Spandau Ballet, and I love Spandau Ballet. But yeah, I was an interesting kid in the fact that I wasn't into all heavy rock like, I know, Motorhead and AC/DC and all that, It's a bit embarrassing, but I was kind of into Bucks Fizz, I used to listen to my mum and dad's records, Cliff Richard, a bit of Neil Starker. That's Neil, what's his face? I'll come back to Neil. But I loved all the 80s music, the Thompson Twins, Spandau Ballet, Duran Duran, Blondie, they're all there, weren't they? Watching Top of the Pops on a Thursday night, watching them all mime, and you didn't know they were mime at the time, did you? You thought, they're great, aren't they? But anyway, I think I bored you enough, and I thought I'd give myself about 10 minutes on this YouTube video. So if you like this YouTube video and you want to see more of me, well, not particularly more of me, I mean, I can put back a made or something while I talk, but if you'd like to hear more, yeah, I like that. So just give me a good thumbs up, or tell me it's rubbish. have fun and stay safe. That's the main thing. Stay safe. Goodbye for now.